Well, what's going on, champs and champettes? It's Fire Monkey here, and we are back from the FNCS Invitationals. It feels great to be back, and with that said, in today's YouTube video, we'll be telling you everything you need to know about the brand new V22.40, aka the final update of this chapter that released earlier today. So let's go ahead and dive into all the glorious information, shall we? Now, currently, I'm starting this recording before the update's officially out, so I don't know what else they're going to add to the files, but one thing we do know that kind of got leaked a little bit early, or at least, teased or whatever, is the official Rocket League X Fortnite High Octane event. Now, this is an event that will feature some creative maps for, the Octane vehicle that you'll be able to complete for some challenges, but also the Octane vehicle coming all the way to the Battle Royale Island for a limited time, where you'll be able just to do flip resets, fly in the air, do aerials, whatever you want to do to your heart's content. Of course, you'll have a limited amount of fuel, but it is something that you'll be able to mess around with, and I think it's just wild to see that Epic Games is actually going to bring the Octane from, Rocket League that was only for creative mode originally all the way to the Battle Royale Island, so it's going to be some fun to mess around with. Now, the cosmetics themselves you'll be able to get for free are just, a reskinned pickaxe and that skateboard back bling with 4 new variants, so, there's stuff we've seen before, just with a different design for this mini event, but it is still nice to see that we'll have a unique, decent event going on here with tons of free stuff for you to actually earn. Now, while we wait for the update to come out, we also got 2 brand new blog posts for creative mode, one being the D-Launcher device, which basically allows you to launch players in various directions as a traversal, aid or like a hazard system, and that means you'll be able to get some of those older, launch pads and stuff that were only in the Battle Royale Island, such as the D-Launcher that is currently in-game, and you'll be able to use those in creative mode to launch people but direct them in a specific location. And then we also got the Class Selector UI device that allows people to create a UI element that lists the different types of classes that people can choose from. So, it's like a built-in menu or whatever, where you'll be able to actually let someone pick their class. So if they want to be an archer, a warrior, a healer, or anything like that, you'll be able to have a very unique menu with a description and everything else so that they're able to do this. And with that said, that's pretty much all we have to say regarding the recapped mentions of stuff before the actual update comes out. So in a moment, you'll see future Fire Monkey after he's already looked in the files and everything. But when it comes to the stuff we know is going to be happening, well, we know we're going to be getting event files, because for anyone who's unaware, recently the Fracture Live event, which I'll be talking about in its own separate video soon, got announced during the FNCS Invitationals, and that is going to be the end of this chapter. So we got a lot of stuff that's going to be encrypted in this update, and I'll go ahead and let future Fire Monkey take it away. And actually, first, we got to talk about one more thing. I know I said I was going to let him take it away, but I've got to take it back. Anyways, on November 15th, aka today, they're releasing the Photonic Legacy set, an exclusive reward for Fortnite Crew subscribers that's an evolving symbol of your membership. It's basically a pickaxe that will evolve over time as you're subscribed. It maxes out at, I think, like 6 months completely subscribed, where you'll be able to have color variants and tons of different stuff for this actual pickaxe combination. So it's something you'll be able to get a part of the Fortnite Crew, and that will be finally releasing today with the brand new update, and it's probably already in-game by the time you're watching this YouTube video. So if you're a part of the Fortnite Crew, hop in and enjoy your brand new pickaxe. And now, with that said, let's actually dive to what Fire Monkey in the future has to say. Alright, what's going on? It's Fire Monkey from the future here, and the update is officially released, and with it came a lot of changes, a lot of cosmetic stuff, but also a lot of new quests, some new bundles, and a lot of just, unique things happening, as well as a lot of event leaks. Now, I do want to mention in the, section of this video that we're doing, I'm not going to be talking about event leaks. I will be making a video dedicated to those leaks for those who want to hear about it, but I'm not going to be spoiling it in today's video. I want to keep this on the main topics of what's happened with this update, so you don't have to click off the video if you were hoping that you wouldn't get anything spoiled, because there are no major spoilers here. With that said, however, the actual lobby background, as you can tell by our gameplay right here, has been changed. This is now one of the first 3D lobby backgrounds we've had in a super long time here, and this also means that you aren't going to be able to modify that actual background behind you. Instead, the whole entire lobby right now is getting chromified. I assume as we get closer to the live event over on like December 2nd, December 3rd, we are going to see the chrome on the wall rise further and further up, just to signify the time passing and to help us get hyped up for the Fracture Live event. But with that said, a lot of the other changes are in-game, so let's go ahead and hop into a bot lobby and continue the video. Now that we're in game and able to actually blaze through some topics, I want to go through some stuff that isn't active right now, but I do have the exact dates for them becoming active. And firstly, that is Paradise Part 2. If you go to your quest menu, you may notice this Paradise tab right here with nothing to really do with it. Well, at 9 a.m. Eastern time, which is in around half an hour as the time you're recording this YouTube video, Paradise Part 2 will go live. Now, some things to actually note about it, as well as, there's map changes or whatnot here, is the fact that despite, Paradise Part 1 existing, you will not be be able to go back and do part 1. You are locked into just doing part 2, so keep that in mind. And I know some people might be worried because they didn't do part 1. Well, there is some good news for you guys, right? They have kind of wiped part 1 from the game files, so if you've done them, you know it's on your account data that you've actually done those before, so if there's a free reward in the future, you'll be able to get it. However, if you have not done part 1, you still will be able to do part 2. It's a weird way they're doing the whole entire narrative questline this time, you know, changing up how the whole entire system works, but it is nice to know that despite all these issues or whatnot, you're still able to participate in the new parts and start getting that lore build up to the live event and everything at the end of the season. So that is something that's happening, and then also an hour later at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we are going to be getting the Rocket League x Fortnite collaboration in-game. This is going to be an event where you'll be able to do some quests both in creative mode and Battle Royale with the Octane vehicle in order to gain some free rewards, mainly being 4 variants for that backboard back bling that we had a while ago and a, like, you know, redesigned pickaxe. But it is a nice little collaboration that they're doing, and I think the most hype part about it for me personally is the fact that you'll be able to ride the Octane around on the Fortnite Island for the rest of the season, because that's how long the Rocket League quests are going to last, the entirety of the season we're currently in. So you'll have basically around like half a month to a month in order to enjoy the Octane vehicle and make some crazy flips and shots or whatever you want to do in Battle Royale. Other than that, though, the only real questline related stuff that got added this week was week 9 and week 10 weekly challenges. Of course, you know, we get new weekly challenges all the time, so that's normal, but also the Football Frenzy challenges. This was the leak I had talked about a while ago regarding the World Cup or whatnot, where it would be getting a actual set of challenges where you could play a game of football, you know, do all that type of stuff, and those challenges have officially been prepared. They're ready to go live whenever they need to, and they have a set of skins associated with them, so it's nice to see that, you know, everything's being out there. And to be honest, those skins, I'm going to show some images of them on screen or whatnot, but they're one of the most customizable skins I've seen in Fortnite in a while. You can enable or disable the scarf, you can change the patterns of the scarf, you can change the pattern and design and colors of the skin itself, you can choose specific countries to represent, you're going to be able to change how the shoes are. There is just so much about it, to the point where you can make the gloves fingerless if you wanted, right? You have full control over so many different parts of the skin that it's kind of just wild to see them adding this much love and care into these upcoming skins. So that's something that you might be wanting to get in the future if you just want a skin that's, you know, a reasonable price while being super customizable. But other than that, you know, that's pretty much it for all of the questline related stuff. I do know that you guys may have noticed that in the past you were able to do the Horde Rush challenges in the previous update, and despite those being gone now, it's not going to be permanently removed. You'll no longer be able to get Pickle Rick. Instead, you're able to get Pickle Rick in a upcoming item shop bundle, which includes the back bling and a loading screen with Meeseeks and Pickle Rick being held up, which I think is pretty funny. We don't have a full, like, blown HD image of the loading screen as of yet. We just kind of have, like, the shop asset for it, but it is something that they are working on, and it is something that's currently encrypted. So if you didn't want to do the challenges, or you just want a free bonus loading screen, that is going to be coming up in the item shop in the very near future. So you could also expect the Rick and Morty cosmetics, even though they just left, to return very soon. Now, before we continue talking about other cosmetic changes and whatnot, I do want to talk about a few interesting topics. Firstly, the Big Battle LTM, which is a 40v40 zero build kind of event, right? It's a limited time mode that you'll be able to go into, which works exactly like the very old 50v50 mode. However, instead it's 40v40, you already start with uncommon loot like you would in a mode like Team Rumble, and you're able to actually battle it out against other players. This is an interesting mode that's going live later today at the exact same time as the Rocket League challenges do, so it's something you'll be able to experience. Now, we currently don't know when this LTM is going to leave, right? We don't know when it's going to be disabled or anything like that, but I assume it's going to be enabled for at least the remainder of this season, so you'll have a lot of time to hop in, you know, enjoy the challenges, or actually there isn't really any challenges in this mode, but enjoy the different, you know, uniqueness of it and get the nostalgic feeling that the 50v50 mode had, just with all of the changes and everything else that Fortnite's put into their game. That's something that's going to be happening very soon, and then we also have a free Black Friday pickaxe. That's right, Epic Games is going to be releasing a pickaxe entirely for free to claim for their Black Friday event, which starts on November 22nd and lasts until the 29th. However, there is a kind of sad catch about this. If you're a console player, you'll be unable to actually take advantage of this. You'll have to use your phone or something to go to the Epic Games Store and buy the pickaxe when it becomes available, because as of right now, it is only set to be a free pickaxe for those who use the Epic Games Store. We've seen Epic Games do this as a little mini bonus before with, you know, other packs like the Volcanic Assassin pack, and I do do believe it was like the Darks, what was the skin called? I don't know, you know, the dark like ruby skin or whatever we got a long time ago. Stuff like that they've done before, so it appears that they're just doing it again to kind of promote using the Epic Games Store over competitors like Steam or anything like that. Now, of course, you know, people probably have their methods and stuff to claim it. I'm not really for sure what those would be, but just keep that in mind that you will have to probably find some weird way of claiming this pickaxe if you are someone who doesn't have a PC, because this is an Epic Games Store only thing. And I do believe that if you are on Android or, you know, like a mobile device, you might be able to claim it there as well if you use the Epic Games Store version, but I'm unable to verify that for a fact. It's kind of just a guess based on how stuff has worked before, so just keep that in mind. And finally, the last major thing I want to talk about in today's YouTube video is brand new packs. So I talked in yesterday's video about the PlayStation Plus pack. Well, those cosmetics have finally got added to the files along with the brand new Save the World starter pack and the brand new Battle Royale starter pack. So on the image you're seeing right now, you can actually see all three of these starter packs. The first skin, Junhuan, which I might have butchered. If I did, you know, I apologize for that, is the PlayStation Plus starter pack they'll be releasing around December 12th, and once that releases, you know, it'll be available for a few months. The second skin is the Save the World starter pack, and this skin is Colby, which, you know, has a very VR aesthetic to it. That's kind of like the theme they tried going with when it came to that skin. And then the Battle Royale starter pack for next season is going to be Mina Park. Now, this skin does not have cell shading, despite what everyone thought it was going to have from, you know, the concept art version of it, but it is still a nice skin, and it's nice to see that we're getting quite a few pretty decent bundles for the next season. I gotta admit, they all look pretty nice, especially the PlayStation Plus one. I'm surprised it's a PlayStation Plus pack, to be honest, right? Because typically with PlayStation Plus stuff, we haven't seen them really do very unique skins, or, you know, we've seen it a few times, but this is one of those more unique-sided skins that could have just been sold as a complete starter pack for Battle Royale or something, but instead is going to be free for PlayStation Plus players. So that's a nice little benefit to see coming to the game. Now, other than that, we do have a lot of, you know, skins and whatnot added to the game. Most of them are a part of that upcoming, you know, Global Football Frenzy bundle and all that type of stuff, but it is a pretty nice update. And one of the brand new skins that I'm going to showcase at the very end of the video, or kind of like right now, is this brand new mouse themed skin, right? It's a skin that, if I look up the name, I think it's like Amelia or something like that. It's a skin that you're going to have two versions of it with a built-in emote called Squeak. Now, the built-in emote with Squeak makes it so that you can transform from the human version over to this mouse version. If you're the mouse, you kind of like sneeze and become human again, and if you're the human, you kind of grow a tail, and then you just kind of have a heart pop out of you, and you become that like mouse thing. So it's nice to see that, you know, we have some very unique skins. I really like the special effects going on with these, and I can't wait to see them released in the item shop in the near future. But with that said, pretty much the majority of this update right here, right? I know I kind of was like rapid fire talking about all of it, but this is already a long video, and I'm more energetic than I typically are, so, you know, I wanted to make sure I got all that information talked about right away. So yeah, with that said, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Let me know in the comments down below, what is the most hype part about this update you're excited for? Is it the live event? Is it, you know, some of the new skins? Or is it, you know, just something completely different? Is it like a modification or a change that happened that you're just super excited for? Personally, for me, I gotta say I'm really excited for that live event, and I'm going to be excited for, you know, the Octane vehicle in the Battle Royale Island, because I think that's just going to be a lot of fun driving around with the Octane in Fortnite. And I will see you champs and champettes tomorrow with another YouTube video. Peace out.